What's up, guys? It is Flexpoint, and today we're gonna go watch and spectate. Nice as fuck with the music and all. Nice. Thank you, man. We're gonna go ahead and spectate and do a commentary on Hide on Kush, Faker 420. For those of you that don't understand the reference, Faker's name in NA was Hide on Bush, Hide in Bush, or Hide on Bush, and this guy's Hide on Kush. Kappa. Y'all get it? Alright, so we're gonna spectate his game. He's playing Ryze. T-Paul, what's your elo, man? Let me know what your elo is, so I can go ahead and tell everyone. Okay, you started with a Doran's Ring, and that's perfectly fine. You were probably debating, should I go Doran's Ring, should I go Mana Crystal? Doran's Ring is the better of the two. Now that Ryze's scalings aren't as good, mana-wise, it's a lot better for you to go AP. Which is why I'm hoping that, excuse me, items such as Rabadon's Death Cap and Zanya's are actually okay to build on Ryze now, for those of you that were wondering. He's going against Riven. This is a pretty tough matchup. You get your E level 1. I probably would have preferred your Q, but your E helps you with your level 1 wave clear. That's not the worst thing. Ryze would be one of the tops you would not do a camp with. Yeah, you don't need to do a camp with Ryze, because his level 1 is somewhat strong. But that's fine, because she's going to start tanking your minions, so that's okay. Gold 5. Alright, so T-Paul is gold 5 right now. When she hits the level 2 Pyro Spike, so you gotta back off a little bit, because you're level 2. And you didn't even get your Q level 2. Not bad. Not many people do that. Like, I would always suggest people to get Q level 1 and just farm with it, but I mean what you're doing is perfectly fine. He went ahead and got his E level 1 and his W level 2. That's good. You gotta be careful that you don't use your spells when she has her shield up also. But he's doing okay. How much gold does he have? 450. Not bad. Yeah, this whiskey tastes like shit. Soda. I'm not even gonna use it anymore. Gotta be careful about that farming under tower though. That's why you can't really let yourself get shoved
get
down.
in the fight.
Interdiction, lol. Welcome to the family, dude. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, man. So far, the farming looks good. Normally, as Ryze, it's very hard to CS or Ryze. No, it isn't. Ryze is like that. Ryze has that auto attack animation that I actually like. So here, you should go all out on her. Her shield is down. There you go. Good job. Ooh, and you hit her with. For those of you that don't know, the guy that just followed, we played in a game just now. He was the, Diana. Fist me, daddy. Wow. Your first line of chat is fist me, daddy. Nice. Alright, so like I said, as soon as you have 720 for the tier, you need to get it. So right now what I would have done is recalled, got your tier, and come back. I mean, after you get this wave is okay. But you really need to get the tier. Like ASAP. So what I would build next, and I'm not even gonna, I don't even know what you build next, and it doesn't really matter to me, but I would, or at least not now it doesn't, but you're gonna fit in just fine here, yeah. Next thing I would get is probably a Glacial Shroud. That would ideally be the next item I get. You got a green ward, that's fine, not bad. Ooh, you didn't even put the Kappa right. Lame. It's a capital K. Here I would go all out on her. Now, you're all on cooldown, which sucks because you have your 4 stacks up, which means after you hit her with when you get your 5th stack, this would be really easy to kill her. But like I said, you didn't really have, everything was off cooldown. So right here, I would have hard engaged onto her. I would ulti and then go up with an E and a W. By the way, he threw that Q out to nothing so that he can get some stacks up, because what you typically want to do, what was that ultimate? What you typically want to do, she's the wave clear. It's not the worst use of it, I guess. You typically want to fight with Ryze when you have stacks. Now, when you mean stacks, it's these little things that circle around him. Alright, for those of you that don't know, at 5 stacks, Ryze becomes supercharged, gaining a mana shield that gives him a nice little shield and causing the spellcast to reduce the cooldown of his other spells significantly. So it's basically his old Q passive, which lowers the cooldown of everything when he uses it. So while you're supercharged, anytime you use the spell, you drastically lower the cooldown of your other spells. So typically that's when you want to fight. Alright, since she just recalled, what I would... Okay, there's the TP. Alright, use your pots, that's good. Right here I would fight her, and I would fight her hard. You throw your Q out, that's good. Use your W, and your Q, and your E. You should flash E. Flash E. Okay, you didn't need to. That's good, but let's look at the combo, and let's look at the cooldowns, and you'll all see exactly what happens, alright? So right here, as soon as she comes in onto you like this, she's dead. Right? You land the Q. We're gonna go ahead and look at the combo. We're gonna slow it down real nice and slow. Alright, so he is at 1 stack right now. Then he pops his ultimate. Oh no, he's supercharged. Alright, so he's supercharged. He pops his ultimate. Right there he throws his E. Then he throws his Q. Then he throws his W. And what should be next is his Q. But he throws his E. The Q obviously deals more damage. But like, if you look at the little bottom left hand side, you can see which spells he uses next. And you're gonna see that he uses the E next right there. This should have been the Q. It doesn't matter because he got the kill, but the combo is every time you use W or E, you throw in a Q. Then you use W or E, then you Q. Then you use W or E, and then you throw in Q. You know what I mean? You don't use W then E. You use W, Q, then E, then Q, then W, then Q, then E, then Q. You know what I mean? So you gotta throw in your Qs. It's like Riven with their auto attacks with their passive. You have to throw them in there. Dude, this whiskey with soda is disgusting. Jesus, I really don't even want to drink this. But the whiskey is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Soda's disgusting, so. Like right here, oh no, you're out of mana, never mind. I was gonna say you should have shoved the lane in with your ultimate, but you didn't have it. Alright, so you finish your catalyst, so you're at this is a pretty good power spike for Ryze. Catalyst with a tier. You should be stacking your tier as you walk into lane, by the way. Rum is the best liquor I've had. Rum is okay. Rum tastes okay, but I prefer whiskey. She jumps into you, that's even worse. Like, it should be an easy kill, but let me show you exactly what he did wrong here. Alright, first of all, he has no stacks. Alright, so he can't really utilize his passive. Alright. Like, he's already charged, but like it's already about to end, you know? So right here he has absolutely no stacks, which means he's not supercharged. Which means all of his spells are gonna take like forever to come back off cooldown. That's why he only used like 3 spells there. If he would have been supercharged, he would have probably turned those 3 spells into like 12. Right? I have no idea. Oh, you missed it. That would have been a kill. Alright, what I would do here is I would use my ultimate and wave clear. A proxy farm. That's what I would do. Even if she spawns, I still would have proxy farmed it and recalled or something because you have 600 gold. You could get a cloth armor, I guess. Should be killed. Yeah, this Riven is really bad. Yeah, this Riven is a really bad Riven. Hey, Courtney. Almost got that. You probably popped your ultimate. Like right here, I would use my ultimate and wave clear and proxy farm because you clear the waves incredibly fast with your ultimate. Right, nice. That's exactly what you do. Yep. Oh, it is very frowned upon. Just recall, man. Just back up and recall. You got some good gold on you, man. You got 1200 gold. Hey, Absorbing. You shouldn't really stay in lane when you have like 1200 gold. And your TP's up too. Just recall, buy stuff, and then come back. I mean, you could stay till 1400 or whatever so you can get your rod. Like here, you need to back away. You need a flash. She should have flashed and followed you, but she was scared of your W. Yeah, you should have just recalled a lot sooner. Initiates lurk mode. There we go. Learning how to play Ryze while playing Smash. There you go, the dream. So you're short your rod about 500 gold. Oh, Riven died. That's really good for you. Pop your ulti, clear the wave. Okay, you didn't pop your ulti. Dragon, have you seen my replay yet? I've already done one of your replays, Dragon. I just need to upload it. You played Shaco, I remember. Pick the tower and you go in a fight. It's fine though, because you kill the wave. Big kill here. Oh, should have been a kill.
Rampage.
Okay, I definitely watched the Shaco. He did AP Shaco. I would have rather done AD Shaco, but he did AP. Fine, you finished your rod, that's good. By the way, for those of you that don't know, you really don't need CDR on Ryze. I got an APK too. I'll send it later. No troll games. Don't send me any troll games because I'm not gonna go over them. Ryze's ultimate passive gives him immense amounts of CDR. I think at level 4 it gives him like 30 or 35 or something, which is crazy. I'm pretty sure it gives you 30. So items like Frozen Heart aren't really needed, which means it's not really the best item to get. I would still get it. If they're heavy AD, I would still get Frozen Heart, even though the CDR is completely redundant. But like here, I would have gotten the Glacial Shot next. You know, if it's a Vayne top, I'll do it. Not so much Vayne AD carry because I'm not that good of an AD carry. But like I said, Frozen Heart can still be a good item to get on Ryze in my opinion, because you're gonna need armor against Riven, of course. I mean, you can get Seekers, but I still don't think that's enough armor. Yeah, dude, I'm a top main, so. Look at your ulti cooldown, dude. Your ulti cooldown is like 28 seconds starting now, so you should use your ultimate a lot more to wave clear. To wave clear, to take jungle camps, anything like that. That's for Riven, baby. You got wrecked. You ain't got no MR. For the Ryze, guys. For the Ryze. Rip, Peps.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Next thing you're gonna finish. I play main top, but not that often. Alright, so next thing you're gonna get is you're gonna finish your Archangels. Nothing wrong with that. The flash you though. Oh, chasing the wrong one. Nice. Rise and fall. Yep. Nice. Oh wow, that's Shaco support. AP Shaco support. Of course. Yep. It's good. You gotta remember, like, when you're at this stage in Ryze's build, he's really squishy, alright? You do a lot of damage, but you're also very squishy. Use your ulti, wave clear, you can use your ulti and kill her.
Red team's turret has
Again,
been
it's
destroyed.
really important that you stack up. Like here, when you're not doing anything, throw a couple of Qs out, man, just so you can get some stacks. You know what I mean? Like right here, throw a Q out, throw a Q, anything, because when you pop your ulti and you have no stacks from your passive, you're only going to be able to deal the 3 spells, and then you have to wait off cooldown, and then you can combo, but by that time your ulti is about to fade away. This is the nerf to Ryze that people really didn't like, because now it requires even more skill to play him. Alright? You had like here, throw your couple of Qs out, man. There you go, get some stacks going on. You already have a full Archangel, so you don't really need to stack your tier. But like this is perfect, because you're walking around with stacks. Throwing your stacks out, that's good, throw one more. Ulti. Oh, you don't have your ulti. Or you already did ulti. 1 kill.
Killing spree.
Moby Boots Ryze. Yeah, you need to fully utilize your passive. I mean, this goes with any champion. If they have a really nice passive, you gotta use it. Even if it is kind of hard to use. Like with Riven, you can't just use spells, you need to use auto attacks. Kennen's the same way. I mean, he stuns people if he procs them 3 times. Like, you have to use the passive, and you have to use it correctly. Alright, so he goes Moby Boots on Ryze. I'm not gonna, it's not the worst, it gives him a lot of movement speed. I just prefer Magic Pen.
Destroyed.
But he can kind of get away with it since they have 4 really squishy players on their team. And that's because Sejuani is going AP, so that's not too bad either. Like, he can get away with the Moby Boots. There's a really good Ash Arrow. Just use your ultimate here. Some stacks going on. Really easy. Oh man. Oh no. Oh man. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh, the teabag. Oh, the teabag. Oh man. He's in the. Oh man. What a jerk. I mean, I saw, like, I could go back and go over what he did wrong. I mean, he got the kill, alright? Again, I prefer whenever you want, if you're, like, mid Earth mode Ryze like that, use your E, then your Q, then your W, then your Q, then your E, then your Q, then your W, then your Q. You have to weave your Q in there between your E and W's, alright? Can you jungle Lee Sin after this? Sure, I'll jungle Lee Sin after this. I'll play another game, I guess. I played like Lee Sin all day today. He didn't even clear the blue buff. What a savage. Use your ultimate. There you go. Earth mode Ryze, everybody. Live and well. Earth mode Ryze. Alright, next thing. It looks like he's going for Death Cap next. Perfectly fine. I mean, Riven's really bad Riven. See how he's throwing Qs out? It's to get his stacks up. Alright, how about ward placements? You shouldn't really worry about ward placement right now. What you need to worry about is mechanics for your champion. If you really, what you can do as Ryze is buy 1 pink ward and throw it on the map somewhere, and that's good warding. Alright, get a pink ward, put it right here, or right here, right here, right here. Like, just put 1 pink ward on the map and you're okay. You know what I mean? And then throw your trinket wherever you feel is necessary. Alright, so you see how he's throwing the Q out at nothing? That's to get his stacks up for his passive. When he pops his ulti, flash W, and this guy's dead. Do that. Oh, maybe not. There it is. There you go. Was it Riv 3 that said Earth mode was alive and well in Ryze? I actually have a video where I played with Rivington. That was a really good flash by Riven. I have a video with Rivington and I when we played a few games together, and I was using Ryze, and that's exactly what he said. So Flash W, this should be a Q. Flash W should be a Q, but he doesn't Q. He uses his E, and then he uses his Q. And see, he's off cooldown on everything. Okay, even if it's just 1 second, he's off cooldown. So let me show you exactly what I mean by the combo. Your Q is a 2.6 second cooldown, which means if you use it and then use one of these, it's going to be off cooldown again, which means it's the most spammable one, which means it should be your most used one. Alright, but if you don't do the combo correctly, you don't fully utilize and do what you should have melted that Vayne, but you didn't combo correctly, so she managed to get away. You still killed her, but you get my point. You flash, you W, this should be a Q. So look in the bottom left hand side right here. Alright, he flashes, he W's, and then he E's when he should have Q'd. And then he Q'd, and now he's just standing there auto attacking her. And he should have just been able to keep spamming spells. You know? You gotta make sure you combo correctly. But yeah, I have a few games where I played with Rivington the third and Zyrene, the spellcasters or shotcasters. I played with them and I have them like unsaved. Oh wow, you hit him with that. Oh, poor guy. They say a couple of inappropriate things, so I didn't really want to upload them. But yeah, I'll keep them with me. They're really funny games though. Alright, so he's throwing some Qs out so we can just get some stacks going. Stacks are at 0, now they're at 1, 2, 3. So that's typically what you want to do. I think I was in chat for that stream, there you go. Don't forget, you still are very squishy. Again, the combo done incorrectly. Alright, so look. Pops his ulti and he's at 3 stacks now. There's the W, it should be a Q, but he throws his E. And this is obviously something he does out of habit. Okay? It's not that he's actually trying to look into the combo and see how he does it. He just does it out of habit. Where he ulti W's and E's and then Q's. And now you're off cooldown for everything. You know what I mean? Even if it's just a second, you're still on cooldown. And now he gets away. You know what I mean? You just gotta do the combo correctly and you'll be okay, man. That's like the biggest thing I see. Like watching this is like watching that Riven use her 3 Qs with auto tagging in between just Q, 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 you know what I mean? It's like, it's not wrong, but there's a way better way to do it. I thought it was the most optimal combo. No, dude, just look at it. Every time you use a spell, your cooldowns go down like crazy. Alright, so ulti, then you use your W, alright, and then you use your Q, which will lower the cooldown of your W, and then your Q goes on cooldown. The thing is it's only a 2.6 second cooldown, so after you Q and then you use your E, your Q is going to be back, and your W is going to be back. So then your E is going to go on the cooldown, and then you're going to Q, and then you're going to W, and then you're going to Q, then you're going to E, then you're going to Q, then you're going to W, and this just goes on forever until Earth mode goes away. Alright. Definitely not the most optimal. Alright. Like, I understand what you mean. Like, you root them, and then you use your E so you can lower their MR. But, I mean, it's not really... When you go Earth mode Ryze, it doesn't matter how much MR they have. They're just gonna die. But you have to do the combo correctly. Again, he's queuing nothing because he needs to get some stacks. So, I mean, he should have just queued them anyway. But the ulti, W, kind of gets CC locked here a little bit. And he still deals a ton of damage. Still dealt a ton of damage there, but he kind of got locked in the middle of all the CC. So yeah, that's why that didn't go so hot. Like I said, he's still very, very squishy. Okay, he has no armor or MR resistances, right? He's going like mage Ryze here. I mean, Death Cap, Rod of Ages, Archangels. That's like Mage Ryze, full AP Ryze. And what you can do if you're against someone that deals magic damage, like if you went against Ken and top, I would have gone Abyssal Scepter, Tear into Abyssal Scepter into Rod of Ages. You know what I mean? And then he's going Frozen Heart next. Nothing wrong with that. I think it's a little late. There's nothing wrong with it. Dash W, E, then Q, and now he's off cooldown. I mean, you got a Q, buddy. Alright, the game's over. But you know what I mean, like everything was okay. You know, you farmed well, brawled well. I mean, the biggest problem you had was your combo. Alright, you just have to learn how to use your combo correctly, and then you're okay. You know, everything else is fine. You were asking me about how you were warding, which means you already care more about your warding than 99% of the entire league community. So you don't need to worry about warding because you care enough about warding. Just buy pink ward and then lay it down. Alright, if you really want to make a difference in warding, trinkets are nice, but the pink ward is what can stay there forever. So I would get a pink ward and put it somewhere that they don't really expect, which is mostly here. This is my favorite part to pink ward, my favorite spot right here. So whenever they're trying to walk through, you can see them through their gate. This is another area where I like to put my pink ward when I'm top lane on blue side. When I'm top lane on red side, I like to pink ward right here, this area. Put a pink ward here, put a pink ward here, just things like that. Again, just work on the combo, man. If you work on the combo, you're gonna be great. There's nothing wrong with rushing these 3 items. There's nothing wrong at all. Obviously, you have to rush Rod. And then you can rush Seraphs isn't a must rush item, okay? It's a nice item to get, but you don't need to rush it. You definitely don't need to rush Rabadons, alright? But there's nothing wrong with it. You just have to realize you're going to be very squishy, you know? What I like to do is I like to go Tear into Rod, into Frozen Heart or Abyssal Scepter, my defensive item, just so I can say I have one. And then after Abyssal Scepter or Frozen Heart, or Zanya's, because Zanya's is armor, technically. Then I'll finish the Archangels, and then I'll go into another defensive item, or maybe Void Staff. As for the boots choice, you got Alacrity. I would have gone Distortion, because you'd like to use your Flash W, so Distortion is probably better. Your ulti already gives you more movement speed, and you already had the extra movement speed from Mobility Boots itself. So I don't really think you needed Alacrity. You should have just went Distortion. Other than that, I mean, it would look good, man. I'm just saying, you gotta work on that combo. Just gotta do it right. Have a good night, Francium. Like I said, you ulti, then you W, then you Q, then you E, then you Q, then you W, then you Q, then you E, then you Q. Alright? It's basically, if you just do it over and over again, your fingers will like memorize what happens and you'll be okay. Over Ryze's masteries, we're gonna look at those right now. Alright, so the Ryze masteries were as follow. Armor Insidies. He used Ability Power Quints, Magic Pen Reds, Armor Yellows, 3 MR Blues, 1 Ability Power Blue, and then 5 Scaling AP Blues. Muscle Memory, exactly. What I do now, or what you can do is, I remember you used to build Mana Quints and Mana Blues, but you don't need to do that anymore. So what you can do is you can go AP Quints, Scaling AP Blues, or Flat AP Blues, Armor Yellows, Magic Pen Red. There's nothing wrong with that. What's up, Connor? Never responded. Are you good to play tomorrow? Yes. What time? But yeah, the runes look okay. This is kind of awkward though, like that one flat AP Quint. You might as well just touch it up and get the extra scaling. 5 PM Central. Yeah, I'm good. Alright, so, I mean, there's nothing wrong with these. Just clean them up a little bit. I really like the level 1 E-Start. Okay, see that I'm off again. Okay. I like the E-Start and the W level 2. I'm a fan of that. Alright, as for the masteries, these masteries are okay. This is good. Swiftness. I don't know about the swiftness. You could have gone recovery. Strength of Spirit's also a nice one to get. I don't know. 2253 is not the worst thing. Hold on. So let me find out exactly. Let me look at my own runes and masteries for our sake. Why is everyone playing Vhagar now? Jesus. So much Vhagar. Alright, so the masteries are perfectly fine. Okay. Except the part where you have 22. What you should take a point off is Arcane Blade. Take a point off Arcane Blade. Not really important. Take this off and then add another point somewhere else. As for the masteries, I would probably just go... Honestly, man, I would just go 9 utility. I would take Phase Walker, Fleet of Foot, Expanded Mind, 2 points in Summoner's Insight, and yeah, I'd be good with these 9 right here. What you can do is you can take off a point of Summoner's Insight and get an extra point in Strength of Spirit. You can also go the Alchemist and the Culinary Master route. Nice. Like these are what the masteries I would make them look like. So for Ryze, I would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, and then yeah, I would just go utility, I guess. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2. There you go. You can do this. If you don't like that and you want a biscuit, then you can go like this route and not get Fleet of Foot. So Strength of Spirit gives you +1 health regen per 5 seconds for every 300 max mana. Obviously, you're gonna have a lot of mana, which means you're gonna have a lot of health regen. Biscuits and Alchemist and Culinary Master help out with the regen because it gives you 10 mana back. These are okay. But again, it's optional, you know. Okay, since I'm gonna play with Cone tomorrow in his ranked 5s team, then I'm going to head and go practice ranked 5s on my main account. But again, this is the Ryze video, dude. I hope it helps you, T-Paul. And good luck, man.